It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
And that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, it is their rookie quarterback from your alma mater, Greg, University of Miami.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I could play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Titans sending out their punter. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Second down and 3. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3. But a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. A run now with McLaughlin. And he's got it. That'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense gonna take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the 1st time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble, but this is taken in by a teammate.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
3rd down, 3 to go. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down. He's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. Second and 7. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Back to throw is Nix. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard. They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Nix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Third and long. Throwing. Nix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Lockett headed in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he'll take it on in. Then Jefferson. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. Here's a designed run. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Third and goal. They send Sutton in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one, taken in. Javon Vele. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Pollard. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will take this down, close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Third and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he will have a Broncos first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. They send Sutton in motion. A first down throw for Nix. Quick hitting slant there. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Tennessee.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Lockett. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. In the end zone, he's in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Second and a yard. A tight end in motion now. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Now, this looks like a design run. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown Broncos. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He's got his man, Jefferson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll look to throw again. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On comes with the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front, as we send you to our studios in Orlando.
A 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started.
Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Mims sent in motion here. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver 1st down. Slot man in motion left. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
To throw is Nix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their 1st involvement of this 2nd half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This one quickly out to Lockett. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a game of 20. First down, Tennessee.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. He is in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of how this ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Nix gonna give this to Estime. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Throwing is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Nix to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Broncos go up by 7, 28-21. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. What can they do here on third down and 7? Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on third down. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. Up the middle they go. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Second and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Broncos. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On second down, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. Third and 5. Nix from the gun on third down. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. A first down there, gain of 14 yards. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Estime. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Third and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. Third and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Second down. Nix. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. This one intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. He pulls it in around the 5. Second and goal. Throwing is Nix. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Broncos are able to extend the lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This is gonna be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away, don't take the sack, live for another day.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They send Ridley in motion. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This throw right side taken in by Ridley. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped.
Now here's Burton, the fullback. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.